Good morning. Welcome to another Live at 5 Early Morning Motivation. This is episode 4. Today we'll be focusing on a quote that I really enjoy and I think is very applicable to entrepreneurs everywhere, applicable to careers as you're starting them, and just applicable to any obstacle or goal you set in life. It's from a book that I've been reading. It's called Grit, and this is kind of the third book that I've been rotating between. I have reading ADD, so I like to flip between different self-development books in the morning. But let's just jump right into the quote, and we'll start talking about how it applies. It's called "Enthusiasm is common, but endurance is rare," is the quote, and it's by Angela Duckworth, and she's who wrote the book Grit. And it's another one of those quotes that's very simple, but for me, it's very impactful and really. I can relate it as a reseller and an entrepreneur for sure. I can also relate it to the other areas of my life pretty easily. And I'm a very optimistic person, very enthusiastic person. And when I start new things in my life, whether it be fitness related or health related or business related or whatever it may be, even my career, I get super pumped up about it the first week, the second week. It's easy to stay motivated and excited about it. And then it starts to kind of hit that hill and you decline a little bit. And this quote really, to me, kind of describes and puts in a perfect synopsis that cycle of motivation. And it's really easy to get excited early, but it's what steps are you taking when you get to the peak to either stay there or to at least keep moving forward as you descend down. And for reselling specifically, since if you're new to my channel, I am a full-time corporate finance analyst and a part-time eBay reseller. And staying motivated day in, day out to list, to source, to constantly improve your eBay business when sales drop, to make sure you're continuing to do all the value-added activities even when they're not fun anymore, right? Like when you're halfway through your listing goal for the month and you've been listing 15 items a day, it's not as fun on day 15 of your 1 month challenge to keep listing as it was on day 1. It's also not as fun to list the same item 20 times as it is to list something new and different that you have to look up and learn about. And so finding ways to endure and to work endurance into your skill set is something really important and critical to being successful. I also look at just thinking about really successful entrepreneurs and business people. It's not always that they're the most innovative. It's not always that they're the most creative. It's oftentimes the fact that they are just the most consistent and they outlast people, right? They outlast people in their own industry. They become the thought leader. They become the staple of whatever it is. And they've done it just by being consistent, by being there and by making sure they show up. And so, for me, this is a really cool quote. I've enjoyed this book. I've been reading it a little bit at a time. I definitely recommend it. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's has a lot of case study examples in it. She goes through a lot of different scenarios and research projects she's done on kind of the term grit. And so this really encapsulates and relates directly to grit and being able to endure and an objective for a long period of time. So hopefully that resonated with some of you. If you're new to my channel, I document my journey here as an entrepreneur, and these morning episodes are my attempt to hopefully share what I'm reading and learning in the morning, during self-development with other people who might want to hear about it or be motivated. If you can, let me know in the comments how you felt about this quote, if it's something that resonates with you, if it's something that makes a difference for you, or even if it's something that you have a thought on or might disagree with. I love to see that in the comments. Love seeing the stories. I'm going to jump over real quick to the chat and just see who has joined us here. Looks like we got a few people watching live. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Common Peace. We got James Thrift in the house. We got Deborah, Thrift Stack. Hey, Jimmy B. Hey, Giovanni. Robin and Bill. Thanks for stopping in, guys. We got 15 watching live. So, yeah, Common Piece to share another quote. I'll share it before we wrap up here. Was goals don't care how you feel, and that's by Alexander the Great. Apparently, I like that a lot. That's a really cool quote. Well, I appreciate you guys waking up early, getting ready to grind. I'm excited. I have a bunch of things to keep listing. I leave for vacation in 2 days, so just trying to stay consistent and trying to endure the rest of this week until vacation, and just make sure I get all the work in before I leave. Hopefully everyone's having a great June. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.